I am adding shields to my armor stands before they fix it. There we go. And I triggered you. Looking very nice. So I've got backups head on some of my best armor actually. The problem is I'm building the Tower of Babel. It's supposed to be a really, really old structure. And this armor kind of makes it look all bright and shiny and brand new. So to combat that, on this armor stand, I've put BC's head. Now it looks ancient. Actually, it might look a bit too old. And of course, this is annoying me so much. I'm so used to using the twirly-whirly walkways. But the whole point of my little guys that I've been building here is to frame my new bubble column elevator. But the entire time I've been building this, every time I've had to go get something else, I've been taking the twirly-whirly walkway because I'm so used to it. When I could have just taken the fast way. Oh, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. So last episode I was running around the base thinking I was doing a health check and fixing all the things that 1.13 might have broken. Oh yeah, I put the bushes in here. I was trying to go for a neat style. I usually go for messy, but I've gone for neat. I did throw some flowers in here, but they didn't look quite right, so I've stuck with all green. I've got some little ferns and stuff. I think it looks okay. But yes, last episode I was doing the health check on the base, thinking I was fixing all the things that 1.13 might have broken. I did not think of my lag-proof concrete converter. So, I mean, we've got water here. Do items? Let's throw one in there. Did you go up or did you go down? It went down. Okay, so the water's flowing down, so the items aren't rising to the top. We might be okay. Let's give this a go. Okay, have we lost anything? I'm a little bit worried about that hopper up the top. That was to grab the odd item that would just end up shooting up for no reason. But because the hitbox of the hopper has changed, I'm not sure if an item shooting up there will actually get picked up by that hopper. No, I got 64 white concrete. Okay, I was worried that would be a disaster. But we're all good. Okay, the next problem with the base, with 1.13, is my iron farms. And now I have two of these, and they both are sort of centered on the tube. So I've got one up the top, and all the golems fall down there, and I've got one below my feet that the golems are falling down. Problem is statistics. What are we looking for? Is it mobs we're looking for? We're looking for something about villages. How many villages has Cortezerino killed this season? 4,518. Well, it's better than 4,519, but I don't think the wild spawned iron golems are going to like me very much. I am public enemy number 1. So I need to get into my iron farms because I've used half slabs in there and golems will no longer spawn on them, so I've got to break the half slabs, and luckily due to the new water mechanics the water will still flow the same. But yeah, I'm going to be up there while these golems are spawning. And the extra little thing that's going to make it super duper dangerous is just below that iron farm. That is a creeper farm. So we're going to have creepers flying through while we're going. So if an iron golem knocks me into the tube, my trading hall is going to go bye-bye. How am I going to do this? Well, I guess we're just going to have to go for it. So I might start up the top. Will the rocket make it? Yes, it will. Okay, so I might just, I guess, punch myself a little hole in there. And no golems in here. Actually, I haven't used slabs. Oh, wow. Why didn't I use slabs up here? Okay, I know the bottom iron farm is a different design, but man, I was sure I used slabs up here. Where is? Oh, this must be the top of the iron farm. It is. I can see the iron farm there, and that looks like slabs. And my frame rate is terrible. And there's a creeper. Oh no. Okay, I guess we're going in. What is my frame rate? 30, 41. Oh man, what is going on? I'm going to turn off the Wi-Fi. Maybe that will help. Okay, first thing is first, we are going to stop the creepers from coming in here. Oh, and we've caught 9 golem. You would have smashed me, wouldn't you? Yes, you would. Yes, you would. Okay, let's just pearl and hope for the best. Yes, we definitely have slabs down here. So let's seal this up for a moment so I don't fall in. I don't want a golem knocking me down there. Okay, so I did this in creative and everything was fine. We should just be able to break the slabs and the water should continue to flow as it already is. Yes, no problems. Not quite sure how I'm going to get out of here just yet. Did I leave a hole? I did. Let's go. Gee, I'm glad I didn't run out of ender pearls. And wow, lots of golems. Did that creeper die from fall damage? It must have. There's gunpowder there. Okay, interesting. Let's get rid. Don't whack me on the way down. Bye bye, guys. Okay. That was so painless. I thought I was going to get murdered. I thought my villager trading hall was going to blow up. Nope, we are looking good. So the other thing I wanted to show you is last episode we were working on the water down here, and you can see this is how I left it last time. So we've got sandstone on the bottom. You can just see my sea pickles poking through, and on another side I had all this glass in the water, and nobody really liked it, and I didn't really like it that much either. So what I've done, and this is the only section I haven't done it in yet, I've done this, and you're thinking, well, this kind of looks the same, but you're not seeing any sea pickles now, are you? And you can't tell where the bottom is. These pillars just sort of kind of disappear. The walls over there kind of just disappear. So I've gone for the how would you describe this? You just can't tell how deep it is. And as soon as it turns night, I'll show it to you then. It looks super cool. But I mean, you look at the old one, yeah, you can see the bottom and it's all really dodgy, and this one is so much better. So let's punch a hole and I'll show you what I've done. So we've got 2 layers of glass to get through here, and we've got a little bit of spillage of water now. So basically I've got blue glass at the top underneath a layer of water, and then I've got light blue glass, and by changing the color it makes it a lot harder to see through. Then I've got a bit of a gap here so you can walk around. That wasn't intentional. I thought I was going to add another layer of glass, and then I never had to because it just looks so awesome from up above. But I've got all my sea pickles in place, and Crafting Mantis told me if I bunched them up 4 in a square, we'd get a much higher light level. So all over the place, I've done 4 of them. And then I've just done single ones in between just to sort of disperse the light so we didn't have big spotlights shining up from below. And I've replaced the sandstone floor with a light blue hardened clay. I'm still going to call it hardened clay. I know it's terracotta now, but the idea of that was just for the blue look to shine through, and the sea pickles don't stand out as much against this as they did with the sandstone. So, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I can actually walk around and access stuff down here, and you don't even notice it from up above. Let's try and check this out at night time. And I'm doing it again. I'm walking up the twirly-whirly walkway when I've just put my new elevators in. Oh, what is wrong with me? Well, the sun is setting on our lovely world. The moon is rising. And if we look down, I think there is no comparison. It doesn't look too bad at night. It's a little bit blotchy and just bluish and kind of boring. Looks kind of like the water on the outside there. But on this side, it's a beautiful, tranquil little ocean. Still a little bit blotchy. Maybe I might have to add some more sea pickles just to stop the I want a little bit of blotchiness, but not too much. But I love the colour coming out of that. Looks much better than the water outside. And that took forever, by the way. So that's what I've been doing the last few days. Just fixing all that up. And I've still got to fix that one up. But we are not done on the server, guys. We have another problem to fix. Marking everything with signs in the Nether Hub is a little bit tricky for me. I kind of need buildings or structures just to be able to see at a glance where everything is. It takes forever. Okay, we'll go this way. I don't know where Coop's portal is. It's probably in the upper hub somewhere. So we're going to take squids. And we've got a nice little launching pad here to take off from. So let's go. Please fly. So we are going over to medieval Japan, which I thought was in this direction. No, yes, it is. And we are headed to the Japanese castle because my combined iron farm and villager breeder is in there. And as we know, it's had a few changes since the update. Let's have a quick fly around because this place is absolutely beautiful. So it's Coop's farm. He built it. Well, it's my farm, but Coop built it in his Japanese castle. But he's been getting married and writing books and stuff, and he hasn't been on the server for a little bit. And the last thing I want is for him to come back and find this, basically. Little guys running around everywhere. You escaped, didn't you? And why have we got a baby here? Who is breeding if they all got out of the farm? Which way do we go? I'm eating golden carrots because I am out of steak. And I know golden carrots are supposed to be a better food, but for some reason I still prefer my steak. Yes, we have to keep going. Is it this level? No, more villages though. How many do we have down here? Okay, this is going to be tough rounding up all of these guys. Okay, we've made it to the top. This is a very fancy trading hall you got here, Coop. But have a look at this. He's used doors in the design, but it seems as though he's built the iron farm. Oh, yeah, it's probably almost in the center, so those doors will be part of the village in the iron farm, but at least they're even on each side, so we haven't had any golems spawn on the outside that I can see, so I guess the center of the village is still up there in the iron farm. But yeah, if I know what's going on here, these will probably be completely empty of villagers. Looks that way. Oh, I didn't even bring any cobblestone with me. Any cobblestone in there? No. Where's your storage, Coop? We need cobblestone. Alrighty, got my cobblestone. So we just need to make the little fix so the villagers can't get out. But now I've got to try and get the villagers up to here. And I just put out recently a bit of an update video for this farm, but I realised as soon as I finished the video, I left out one thing that I wanted to mention, but I thought, oh well, it'll be okay, I'll just put it up. And straight away I started getting questions about that one thing, and that was like people would build the farm, they'd put their farmer in, and he would not touch the crops, and he would not throw any food to the villagers down here. And people think it's broken. The thing to mention is, this is not a carrot or potato farm. I think Coop's using wheat here. So the farmer not farming is not a big deal. He's actually going to spend most of his time not farming because he will only harvest crops when he gets hungry. So in my carrot and potato farm designs, what we have is a dark spot of tilled earth, and I use pressure plates to cause block updates so the crops pop out of the ground. And the thing with farmers is, if there's a piece of tilled earth there, and they have their carrots and potatoes, they don't despawn, please. If they have any crops to plant, they will always plant. But they only ever harvest when they're hungry. And often when people build these farms, they've just had all their villagers in a little field together that they've been feeding and breeding them up. So every villager they put into the farm already has food in the inventory. So the farmer doesn't farm anything because he's not hungry, and he won't throw any food because these guys aren't hungry. So people think the farm's broken when it's just not. It just doesn't breed that quickly. So, and then the problem people often have is these guys, with all their food and they already have in the inventories, they make a few babies, and then people say, well, I got a few babies and then the whole thing stopped. Well, that's because they used up their food and now they've got to wait for this guy to feed them. So, no biggie. But now I've got to try and get 5 villagers into each of these, and we are going to do this very low tech, I think. We're just going to try and use dirt and push them in. And I've got to make sure I don't inadvertently leave any spawning spaces. Don't hide in the corner, you painful, painful man. Come on. I'll tell you this much, it is a lot harder to get the villagers in there with that extra bit of cobblestone wall. Come on. Are you in? Are you in or you're out? What are you doing? Why is he jumping out so easy? Was he not in properly to start with? Or is there something weird with this design? Let's take that out. Oh, it's because I didn't have that. I'd attached the dirt on the end and he was able to get out through that little gap, I think. Okay, that's 1. 9 more to go. Come out a little bit. Come on. Yeah, that's the way. That's the way. In you go. Yes, just a little bit further. Come on, stop bouncing. He's in. Lovely. Okay, so that's the trick, guys. Don't try and push them over the copper wall. Just get them in from the edge. Oh, so much closer. Nearly done. Alrighty, do we have a volunteer? This is why I use, if you're ever wondering, why do I have them coming down into a single little holding cell? And you see Coop's got his boats here set up to pick them out when they come in. The reason I bring them down into a single block is because I figured you would be using this iron farm in much the same sort of setup as this. Like, no one's really using this base at the moment, but the villager breeder is still running, and we don't want villagers going everywhere, so you put them in a 1 block gap, and then they will die from cramming if you don't take them out. So that was the reasoning behind this, and if you've looked at my iron trading hall tutorials, you probably already know that this height that we're at right here is the perfect height. You can see some hearts for breeding. So if you drop these guys into a little plantation of crops and you got a farmer down here, they would start breeding as well. Which probably isn't great for Coop's trading hall, because as soon as he starts trading with these guys, they become willing to breed. And that might be why we've got a few extra villagers running around. They've probably been breeding down here. But he probably doesn't mind that. He'll just trap them in the boats. So, all these guys are signposted. Have you got anything on you? You're not keeping those, surely. He hasn't put a sign in front of it. He doesn't want this guy. You know, on the off chance that Coop watches this video, he's a very nice guy. He'll probably be like, well, thank you, Cortez. That was really nice of you to fix up my iron farm. But you realise I'm not actually playing on the server at the moment. Is probably what he'll say. I know, but I can't leave it like this. Come on, just go in nice and easy. This has taken far too long. He's doing it. Go in. Yes! It's done. We're finished. Alright, let's clean up and make sure we get an iron golem spawn. And then we are good to run away. Have you guys seen any iron golems? Alright, that looks to be in order. Let's go check if there is any iron in here. Have we had a golem spawn? No! I always say to people, just be patient. It'll happen when they put this together and they're like, nothing's spawning. And then here I am doing exactly the same thing. Why isn't anything spawning? And I have found the problem. So all these doors all around the place have dragged the centre of the village off a little bit. Maybe Squid's got some doors over there. Why aren't you attacking me? You're a wild spawn 9 golem. Is it because your feet are buried? Actually, you've probably been there a long time, haven't you? Because golems shouldn't be spawning like that. Anyway, I'm going to cover up those doors. And then we should get a golem spawn, unless there are other doors nearby that are causing problems. You're definitely a built iron golem, otherwise you would be coming for me. Are you coming for me? No. Coop, put him up here. Are you what's been causing our problems? Are you stopping the golems from spawning? I don't know, but let's send you on your way, mate. And we're going to have to do this again. Come on. Off you go. Look at all the beasties down there for you to kill, but you're probably going to end up in the moat anyway, aren't you? You can kill drowned. Where are you going? Doofus. Come on. What did I... Ah, he is wild. He is wild. Oh no, he got me good. Ouch. That was 4 hearts. I'm in full armor. Alright. You are definitely the cause of our problems. I wonder, are there doors out here? Does Squid have a bunch of doors? I don't think Squid has any doors, and that does look far enough away that shouldn't be the problem. Did I miss any other doors in the design? I don't think so. Alright, let's try. Actually, the sword's not the best weapon to go after this guy. Stay up there. See you later. Well, the problem of this golem spawning has been solved. The centre of the village wasn't centred on the iron farm. So we are having 0 luck with the iron golem spawns. So it looks like all the doors nearby have merged with the village we've got here. So the centre of the village is no longer inside the iron farm. So the spawning area for the golems is out on the roof somewhere. At least the breeder's working. We're getting these guys. But the fact that iron golem had spawned with his feet stuck in the slab, which doesn't work in 1.13, at least, oh, maybe it works now, but not in the snapshots. I can't remember. But that tells me that golem's been there for quite a while. So I dare say we might get 1 or 2 spawn on the roof, or maybe the entire spawning area is null and void. I'm not sure. But anyway, it is not a total failure. We have learned something. So what have we learned, class? That's right. Don't put any other doors around your iron farm. And if your golems are not spawning, that is probably the problem. They are spawning. They're just not spawning inside your farm. They are somewhere else. So make sure you clear out all the doors in the area. I'm not going to do that here because this isn't my build. And no one is really using this iron farm breeder at the moment anyway, so we might as well keep the build looking pretty. But anyway, I have had enough. I'm going to go home. Cheers, guys. I'm Cortezerino. I'll see you later.